In today's video, I'm talking about how you create your reality through your beliefs. And I have a couple of stories that I'm sharing that illustrate how my mood, how my beliefs actually affected my decisions and who I was being in that moment. Today, I want to share this idea that you create your reality through your beliefs, through your conditions, through your even subconscious beliefs. You are creating your reality. And I want to give a couple of examples of, situations that I had that I started to kind of notice how my mood, how my subconscious beliefs, how I was just being in the world was creating the world around me, was creating my reality, was creating things in how I be, and how the world bees around me, but also then how things start to shift and form in that reality. So one of the examples that is I was staying at my brother's place and I jumped in the car and drove up to the local Walmart that was nearby. And I go into the store and I'm in this great mood. I'm happy, I'm joyful, and I'm saying hi to people. It's like it was just I was in a good mood. I was in this great mood. And so people were even saying hi to me, and I wasn't even initiating anything. I was just smiling and happy. So, of course, me even being in that energy of smiling and happy, people were not afraid of me or not nervous to be around me. Instead, they were like, oh, we can engage with this person. She's in a nice mood. She's happy. She's not going to harm us or hurt us. So I go out to the car, get in the car, and as I leave, what I don't realize is that I'm leaving out of an exit that is only a one way. And it's the one way, the wrong way to heading back to my brother's place. So, like it had a median across the street and you can't cross the median to go the other direction. And I was like, in that moment, I realized that often, like with my family, I've seen, that you get all angry, like, oh, there's traffic, and I definitely used to be that kind of person. Not so much anymore, where it's like, damn it, why did this happen? And you get in that angry kind of, like just fierce, like, what? I can't believe this happened. And I was seeing that in that moment of me heading out the wrong exit, which I didn't know because I don't live at, my brother's place. I visit him and stay off and on, but it's not like I actually knew for sure, definitely that exit would not allow me to go to his place. But what I saw was that I could get into that beating myself up voice of like, oh, how dumb of me. I messed up. I went the wrong way. How could I have been so dumb? How could I be this way, and choose this exit? Like, really, this was dumb of me. But instead, I was like, I'm in a great mood. Oh, okay. And there's music on the radio, and I'm kind of dancing away with the music and enjoying it. And I was like, well, I'll just go up the street and I'll turn into a parking lot and turn around. Okay. Well, it'll take me a couple extra minutes. Okay, well, I get to listen to the music then while I'm doing that, and I get to be happy and joyful and play a little bit longer in the car. So I did that, but I realized that my mood, my energy, my presence, and the way I was in that moment completely changed the energy of how I was then being and how I reacted to that situation. So in that case, I wasn't beating myself up. Instead, it was like, oh, this happened. Oh, okay, well, I didn't know. But I know in many cases with myself, if I mess up, I'm like gonna have this internal, like, how dumb are you to mess up? And it's like, oh, I in this case, I didn't beat myself up in that way. And so you can have these choice points of like, am I choosing to beat myself up, or am I choosing to actually continue to enjoy this moment? What choice do I want to make in this moment? And yeah, a lot of times it's our conditioning. It's our conditioning that takes us into, like, oh, I'm so dumb. I can't believe I did that, even though I had no clue or no idea that this was wrong or the wrong way. So I also want to share another story of this week. I was standing at a traffic light waiting to cross at the crossing, and this guy comes up, and I'm like, whoa, whoa, this is nice. Like, I felt masculine energy, like very attractive. Like, here he has a nice figure that I'm attracted to, and he had this like strength or confidence and earthiness kind of feeling to it. Like, his attire looked really nice, and I'm like, wow, I am so attracted to this right now. And I started to think about it, and I was like, oh, there's a certain energy about him. There's a certain presence about him. And when I talked about the situation at Walmart, I had a certain energy and presence about me of this, playful, joyful, happy. This guy had this, like energy of masculine kind of, strength or something that I was like, wow, this I am so attracted to. And possibly wanting in my life, like I'm attracted because this is something I am craving, wanting in my life. And also, I was thinking about it too of like, oh, well, I tend to be attracted to guys that maybe do have this kind of sexiness to them, but then they're asses, like they're not polite to me, they're not loving to me. And that then brings it back to me of like, oh, what do I need to work through? What do I need to see in myself of why I keep being attracted to guys like that? Why do I keep being attracted to energies of these guys that are not going to treat me well? And that is my worth. That is my worth and my being, like I am not worthy of, having a guy that actually would care, love me, and treat me well. But I bring up that situation of the guy's energy to illustrate again how our presence, our being, our beliefs are creating this reality of who we are, who we be in the world. And not only in the moment, like for me, when I went to Walmart, in the moment, I was in that happy, joyful, fun, like mood. I was in that being in that moment, which I do want to be that kind of person in the world. So I do cultivate that as much as I can. But in that moment, I also was that energy. And when I saw the guy at the traffic light crossing, it's like, oh, well, maybe in the moment he had just gone and worked out or something and was, like really strong or confident in himself. And it was attractive and alluring, to me. So, again, what you believe is creating the world around you. So, if you are in a good mood or a bad mood, you are then going to react to things in a good way, bad way, mood way, and alter how you are in the world. So I'm not saying that you have to go around every day being like, I have to be happy, I have to be happy, I have to be this, I have to be that. But you can start becoming aware of how you are being in the world and how your thoughts are creating the reality around you. Just start to notice and become aware, like, who are you being in the world? What are things that are coming up? And when you react to something, what brought that reaction up in yourself? What are some of the conditionings that you had, possibly, subconscious conditionings that you're just reacting? And when you start to become aware of those things, you can start to alter them. And if you want to alter them, it's your choice. But you can start to create the world around you in a way that you want. And you can be in the world the way that you want to be. So I am AmyC with You Finding You. I'm an intuitive and transformational coach, and I help you step into who you want to be, really authentically stepping into yourself to find your worth, but also to see your beliefs, like see how you are being in the world. As well, in the dialog box below, you'll see that I have a course that I'm starting up to help you step into your worth. It'll start up in the new year, so you can check out the landing page and see if this is of interest to you to actually really start to become yourself, to step into who you want to be and have that power within you to finally be you and not have to fit in, not have to, like look outside of yourself for who you really are, but actually find who you are, who you want to be in the world. So thank you today for joining me. And again, if you are enjoying and getting value out of these videos, do hit that like, share, and subscribe button below, and I'll see you in the next video.